This video is about not following our dreams and who it hurts by us not being the best us. That's what drives me because me not being what God asks of me just don't hold me back. It holds back the people that needs it. You know, if we look at 10 years ago and we look at our life today, are we happy? Are we happy with where we done came in 10 years? What have we accomplished in 10 years? In a whole decade, what have I accomplished? And that's what drives me today. It's like I want to be the best version of myself. I want to look back 10 years from now and what my legacy will look like. How many people did I help? How many people have I let God come into my life? And how many people was helped because of that? That's what I'm really trying to say. How many people did I help because I chose to become a better me? And I challenge each and every last one of you to become the best version of yourself and look back and say, wow, just by me taking that one step, just by me doing that one little thing different. Sometimes life get hard, and I'm not gonna say it's not. You know, I look at this, I look at my ratings, or I look at my when I post my YouTube video and I see zero, and I'm like, wow, but I keep going. Why? Because I know that this video one day is gonna go out and it's gonna touch somebody, and it's that person gonna touch somebody else. My goal in life is a billion people transform. 1 billion people think differently. 1 billion people has accepted the trueness of God in their life. 1 billion. And if I've achieved that, oh my God, job well done. You know, I mean, I know I have a purpose. I know that my goal is big. I know that it seems impossible, but that's where God works at. He works in the impossible. I want that impossible mission. I want to become better every single day. I want to look back at my videos where I started from and I'm like, wow, I done made it. I done came this far. And I'm going to still be striving to be even better than that because that's what we here for. You know, when I look at me writing a book and how technology has came so far that you got talk to text, you got AI that will do the work, give you the outline after you do it. Well, I go and I do the outline first. What I do is I put in my idea, shoot the outline, then I go and I go talk to text. It give me my format, and then once I do that, I re-edit it and then I send it to an editor. But do you know how much and how far technology came to do that? Like, it take me, like, if I did an outline, just an outline by myself, that's a good day process, 2 day process, just for the outline. Then, you know, now that I got an outline, okay, now I got talk to text. And booyah, now I got AI to audit it again. Then I research it and I redo it, I reformat it, and then I send it to an editor. Man, it is mind blowing that I'm gonna be an author. It's mind blowing that God is steadily working with me and making me better and better every day to learn different techniques, to do different things. Like, I'm in front of this camera every single day because I'm dedicated. I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna use everything that I use to make myself a better person. That God has done this. I don't want to say I took and I applied and I said, okay, I give it all to you, God, but in return, I still have to show up every single day. I have to be obedient. But what I'm saying here is let your inner child, all them dreams that you had, don't let them go to waste. Don't die with all the things that you could have did. I understand if you got a problem in your life. I understand that maybe, man, I want to do this, I want to do that, but I mean, I can't leave my peoples. I can't. I like to hang out. I like to do certain things. I got this swag about myself, man, and to be calling me, I get it. I get it, but in order to achieve at a high level, you got to start breaking yourself down to the basics, and then you got to reapply. I had to turn myself all the way down to the purest compound, and God rebuilt it. That's how serious you really got to get to this. You know, I hear a lot of people be like, "Man, I go to the gym, I work out." I get it. That's good. But do your bank account reflect in that though? Do I mean, I understand the workout routine. Write you a book, get you some shit, you know what I'm saying? Teach somebody else this thing, you know what I'm saying, that you so passionate about. All of these things is whatever you good at, teach it, coach it. Mental health is important. Like that is like my thing. Like having those addictions and mental health problems, man, and the great part, let me tell you this. The great part about that is that it is curable. They telling you, oh man, it's curable. It is curable. It is fixable. It is, you can put mental health conditions and you can break these cycles. You gotta stop listening to this programming that keeps you sick. You gotta stop listening to programming that keep you sick. I'm gonna say that again. Programming keeps you sick. Everybody that's hollering, I got this, and then they gonna diagnose it. They gonna diagnose it. They gonna say, yep, we got a pill for that. Yep, we got some medicine for that. Yep. Stop. You gotta stop, because God can fix your issues. He can fix, I'm gonna say this again, your issues. Some of us gotta be broken all the way down to the finest compound. You know, some of us got that thinking that, man, you know, having money is evil. Yeah, man, not having money is evil. Okay, not being able to help a loved one is evil. Stealing from people is evil because you ain't got it, or you trying to figure out how to get it, and you see this person who might have a little bit more, then you'll think, oh man, I get them. That's evil. Thinking in a healthy manner is good. Thinking in a productive manner is good. Creativity is good. Being there and helping people is good. The byproduct of that is you get rewarded with a paycheck. But that's God's will. You know what I'm saying? You ain't out begging for nothing. You creating things. You using your mind. You using your hands. You doing things that's productive. You are value. It took me I didn't understand what value really meant. Man, what is value? I read it. What that mean? I felt like I was a value in a certain aspect to people that needed something that I could provide, but I didn't really understand the value because I was trying to dodge everything and not get caught trying to provide that kind of value. Can you understand that? So I didn't really understand that until God started to fix me, and that was the part that, from addiction to mental health issues, it took God to work that out, and that's why it's taken me so long to get here. You know, trauma, past things that really holds you back to give you that less than thinking, that I'm not able, I'm not capable, I'm not smart enough. All of those things hold you back. All those things of the things you've seen in your past or people around you hold you back. Like you always think about just surviving. You know, man, I got a couple $1,000s in my account. I can pay my bills. I'm good. That's survival, because as soon as you get broke, as soon as you get down, you're gonna revert back to what, put that couple $1,000s, and you in that pattern, you in that circle over and over and over again. You know, man, why I can't break that ceiling of 10,000? Why I can't break this system, this 7,000, this 12,000? Once you hit a ceiling, you ain't gonna go past that ceiling. You're not. You in survival mode. And if you do, you're gonna end up losing it all anyway, because your mind gonna trick you into telling you you ain't worth it. You should be not where you at. You not capable of going forward. So you always gonna be in that situation. And God bless if you out doing other things, because that addiction only gonna fuel to get worse. Bottom line, you know, the whole thing about it is, man, we living in great times right now. I mean, money is so much easier to get than ever before. I mean, I have never seen how easy it is to have money, for real, hands down. Like, if you got a W-2 and you broke, you need to go back to rethinking it. I mean, if you are not working on your credit in 2025, come on, because it is all about credit. And really, let's be honest, man, there's no reason you should be broke. There's so many ways of making money in America today that, God, it's incredible. I mean, you take out some time, but you got to break yourself from them crowds. You ain't gonna be able to sit around people. You got to disappear. You got to go into isolation for at least 90 days, at least on a minimum of 90. You know, depends on what your outlook and what you're trying to achieve. Because you ain't going to be able to be out, be seen, be popping. Yeah, it ain't going to work. And hopefully your mindset will change in them 90. And it would, because the work you got to put in will change your mindset. It will start to change you, because you're going to be learning from people who ain't going to have this kind of mindset. They going to be always talking about mindset. Because 80% of what you achieve is about your mindset. 80%. Not the work you putting in. It's all mindset. Because you got to believe that you can achieve it. You got to put in that work every day when you don't believe in yourself. You got to keep going when you be like, man, I don't think that. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. You got to keep pushing. You know, it ain't when it's easy. It's when it's hard. Because that's when the real work shows for itself. It might not show today. It might not show next week. It might not show next month. But eventually, it's going to show. Eventually, you're going to start to produce. Eventually, things going to start to look a whole lot different. But you got to stay in it. Reason I made this video is because I know I talk about, you know, surrendering to God, surrendering to really win, to really get to that point to where God is automatically just start to move you, to move you to the wins, to move you in the things you can't do, to move you in the I don't think I'm good enough, to move you, yeah, I am good enough, I am great, I am that one, I am, and once you start to feel that confidence, oh, the world be your oyster at that point, because nobody can hold you back. The only person can hold you back is you. Every great person that I've been watching, that's all I do is I study. And all of them got one common denominator. They don't talk about each other. They don't. It don't matter how they feel about the next person. They ain't talking about them. They on their grind. They ain't got time to talk about nobody else. They ain't got time. Successful people don't have time to think about what the next person doing, because they too busy trying to create their next thing. They too busy trying to get to that next bag they sell. They too busy trying to. They got their team to support. They got somebody else they trying to teach something new. They trying to figure out how do this program work so I can teach my people this. If they don't know what you got, they come learn from you, and then they go take it to their people. They ain't greedy. This ain't a greedy world no more, man. I mean, it is so spectacular what's going on in America. But all we see, if you on TV and you watching the next thing that what Trump had to say, what this, you caught up in the matrix. You got to break out of the matrix in your mind first before you can ever break out the matrix. Sick thinking keep us sick. That's what I learned. Like, I was programmed to be sick. I was programmed to be bipolar. I was programmed to have schizophrenia. I was programmed to have these mental things that they tell us, oh, yo, you got bipolar. Oh yeah, you got depression. Yeah, you got this. But if you take this pill, it'll make all that pill doing is doing what a drink do. Suppress it. It ain't making it no better. And the thing about it is, there you can get the pill almost for free. You know what I mean? But eventually that medicine is gonna take effect to where you're gonna need another medicine to counter out that medicine, or they gotta give you a higher dose of that medicine. Because the mind is that powerful. The mind gonna keep going even if you suppressing it. It's gonna want more of that. Because it wanna think, it wanna create. If you sick, it's because your mind wants more. It wants more. It wants you to do more. It wants you to push further. It wants that little kid out. Let the little kid out. That's why I'm writing books on what I'm writing on, because I know what works for me. I know if it can break me free from it, it can break others free from it. I know this because everything that we think is a curse in our life is a blessing. I'm going to take every adversity I ever faced and I'm going to flip it to the right side of it. I'm going to help as many people as I can to break free. So when I'm on here, I'm warming up. I'm talking because I'm working on it. I'm talking because I already, if you listen to me, I told you how you can take AI. You can take, if you ain't got a computer, you can take your phone. You can take ChatGPT and ChatGPT, Pi. It's so many, Claude. It's so many different AI tools out here right now to make your life so much easier. You just got to take out time and learn the prompts, learn the things you need to learn. That's it. And you are capable. Every human being is capable. Everybody learn at a different pace. That's the bottom line. But you have to take the time and put it into your pace. I was thinking this morning when I got a text, and I was like, you know something? I'm crying about I ain't producing nothing right now. But I'm becoming a better person right now. I'm better than I was yesterday. I might not be perfect, but I'm perfect enough in God's eye that He trusts me to deliver messages. He trusts me to come in my life. He trusts me to wake me up every day and tell me He loves me. He trusts me so much, and I worry about what I don't have. Oh, I'm not getting this. Keep going. See, I don't tell you something because it sounds good. I tell you something because I'm working through it myself. It has taken me many years to get to where I'm at today. Many years I felt like I wasn't accomplishing it. I said that year too. I bet I've been accomplished something by now. But I wasn't looking at what God was accomplishing. He was every year He was making me a little bit better than I was last year. And like I said, most of you won't even have to take the journey I've taken. You just got to step up and do a little bit and a little bit more until it becomes contagious. That's it. Yes, is the journey hard? Yes, it wouldn't be worth it if it wasn't, though. It wouldn't be worth it if it just came so easy. Because you wouldn't understand how much grateful you would be, the gratitude that comes from it. I am a grateful man for what I've been delivered from. I am so grateful for what God has done. You know, sometimes I look at myself and I be like, man, is they understanding what I'm saying? Because I get to talking so fast and I just be in the spirit, monstrous, like, ah. But that's God in me. That's just the spirit in me that's so passionate. And I want you to get that. I want you to understand you got that. I want you to understand all you got to do is make a decision and say, man, I know I got this in me. I got to take this time out. Whatever you want to do, YouTube it. Google that. Go to YouTube. Put it in. And I promise you, it's going to be somebody that's on that journey. It's gonna be, it's so much information, you get information overload. You know, I mean, like, you can get so much information to where it's like paralyzes you. I done it already. Yes, I've been I forgot the word for it, but yeah, I call it information overload. And I've been like, man, I got all of this knowledge and I can't apply it. And I've been trying to apply it, but that's when you just got to come out of it. And then you just got to start saying, okay, I'm going to do this every day. I'm going to do this every day. And before you know it, you going to be where you never dreamed you would be. Just by taking that step every single day. Because that's how I became this version of myself. Doing the work it took every single day. So what I'm telling you is, whatever your dream is, I don't care how big you may think it is, break it down into bite-sized pieces and work on it every single day. If you ain't got the information, go find it. It's out there. The information you need is out there. I'm working on something, right? I got like 2-3. I got YouTube. I got writing a book. I got learning the charts. What do you mean by charts? The trade charts. The 4X trade charts. That's what I'm stock trade. It's stock. You got all kind of stuff. You got options. You got 4X. You got crypto. So yeah, I'm trying to learn charts on top of all of that, but I break it down into bite-sized pieces. What I'm telling you is, we are in the information. I'm talking not just information. We in all of it. Like, you can learn this within 6 months. You can actually pick up and really get a book done within 2 weeks easily. And that's on the real high side, because I can get a book done in 24 hours, hands down. But not finished, not to the completion, but I can get it where it's out of my hands in 24 hours. And that's how powerful this is. But I'm dedicated. I mean, when I tell you I'm dedicated, I'm dedicated. I'm locked in. So now on 4X Trading, y'all gonna get all of this. You tune into my channel, I'm gonna have a breakdown, play by play, everything that I'm doing, everything that I done worked on. I'm just more than just one side of this thing, because like I said, my real goal is 1 billion people, to transform 1 billion people. I'm not on that no one left behind. I'm on, if I touch 1 billion people, there can't be nobody left behind. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm talking about the infectious cause. I'm talking about that God, only God could do it. You know what I mean? Only God can do it. I'm on something so special. But it starts with one day at a time. It starts with me one day at a time, gaining traction, gaining momentum. Just like you. Just like you can do the same thing. Find that goal set. Find that little kid inside, the one that's crying to live. Maybe you got to do some healing. Maybe you got to do some things that you uncomfortable on doing. But do it. Do it. If you don't do it this year, it's still going to be there for next year. You might as well start today. Don't wait till the new year. If you get to hear this by the new year, but if it's the new year by the time you hear it, start now. Start. Because the most regret is not starting. And being consistent. Just pray to God for consistency. Start, pray for consistency. We are created to be creators. And if that's not powerful, we are created to be creators. You might not be able to paint the Michelangelo, or you might not be that painter. A mechanic is an artist. He can listen to a car and hear a Pacific sound and know, that's art. That's everything that we do. We might not seem to understand. That's our gift. That's our thing. Or some of us has a multiple of things and don't even know it until we start be like, man, I'm interested in that. That could be something that you could really master. Some people are capable of mastering a variety of things because they're going to help a variety of people. If you got these things that's going on in you and you feel like, oh, my mind is always racing, that's because it want to do something great. It wants to do something great. You even hear the voice that's telling you, man, hey, look, We can do this. We can do this. I want to do this. I want to do that. And when you around your homeboy and you always thinking about all the great things that's coming through your mind, that means you need to get away and start researching, doing homework. That's how you take your life to the next level. Start today. Start doing that today. Like, don't make no more excuses. We're gonna put up excuses, and we're gonna start today. If that means you gotta start just by getting you right, because that's where it really starts. It starts with you. It starts with getting you right. It starts with breaking out all those lies. It starts with you. Do not let your life slide by without stepping out in faith. Don't let it slide by and you didn't reach out and try to grab it, man. Because you was meant to win. You was meant to win. And when I say that, I mean it. You were meant to be a winner. I was meant to win. But it took a long time for me to understand right winning and wrong winning. Only person I need to be competing with is me. Because I got all of these high level and high functioning goals for myself. So the only person I'm gonna sit in front of this camera and look in it and say I'm gonna be better than I was yesterday, it's me. I gotta be better than the man that I'm talking to right now. And that's the person that's in front of me, and that's the camera. I gotta be better than him. Not better than anybody else, better than him. Because if I'm better than him every single day, I'm gonna be better for everybody else that come in contact with me. I just want you to understand, 2025 is all about a better you. And then you better for everybody else. Reach out, take the courage, and become the best version of yourself. 2025, best version of yourself.